Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's live session. As I said before, we would be discussing the right balance between nutrition and health, Diwali edition. And as I questioned before, I asked whether you were confused about how the festival will affect your fitness journey. Well, we all have had a packed schedule this festive season, but we still get such thoughts, and including me. But today, we are going to clear this out, and I will be sharing a few tips on how I overcame my worries. For years in before, I was very worried about my own fitness journey with very less knowledge. I was going through all the different kinds of ways I would eat less, eat more, work out more. There was no proper guideline on which I was following, and I was not really seeing results. But today, I have realized that in the world of fitness, there is one thing that should always be clear in our minds. That is, having a balance between exercise and nutrition will give you long term goals. If you have only one aspect in line that would result in short term goals, you would see results definitely, but it would eventually fade away. And we want to go for a lifestyle that would stay for a longer time, and it is something that we can adapt. So the reason why I am saying this is because you're supposed to maintain a specific amount of calories that your body needs. Calories is something that our body needs to maintain a proper functioning healthy lifestyle. When we want to go for a calorie deficit or a calorie increase, that means if we want a weight loss, we reduce the calories that we eat, and if you want to increase your weight, you increase the calories that your body needs. If we are wanting to maintain a balance, that means we need to keep our calories intact. When you want to lose weight, if this is the amount of calories you need in your body, and if you don't follow a nutrition and you follow only a workout, you're decreasing the calories because you're burning calories through a workout. But when you're eating a lot throughout the day, the balance is not maintained and you don't see results. That is why many fitness professionals say that you're supposed to have a proper balance between exercise and nutrition for a perfect goal. That is why I'm really emphasizing that as I'm giving you tips, it's going to be a mix of nutrition and fitness. So, before we start with the festive season, here are a few tips that I would suggest that we can enjoy a guilt free Diwali. Moving forward, the first suggestion that I would give is smart workouts. This is something I really emphasize on, and the reason is that when we cut down drastically on sweets, it might sound a little strict, but playing it smart with workouts that burn maximum calories is what's going to keep your mood on the top for this Diwali season. If you are aware that there is a get together in your family which is happening tomorrow or day after, or maybe even in the evening, you need to plan properly how you can burn excess calories. And something that I would suggest that you should go for is a 20 minutes run followed by a high intensity workout on the same day. So you can go for an example of a 45-minute workout starting with a warm up, then the 45-minute workout broken down into 20 minutes of a run and 15 minutes of a high intensity workout, and end it with a cool down. You can range from 45 minutes to 1 hour. This is something that you can do when you know there's a plan happening in your family. But if there is any kind of sudden plans, and honestly, sudden plans happen during the festive season, so many plans come up. So if there's anything sudden that you go through or any plan that is coming, you can go for a quick 15 to 20 minutes high intensity workout with simple exercises. You don't have to do anything fancy or anything different to burn maximum calories. Even if you do good exercises which use all the muscles in your body, you're going to burn maximum calories. And the reason why I am saying is a high intensity workout because it is one of the best examples to burn a lot of calories. And I mentioned before running, that is also a great workout. But if you cannot do it, then that is when you go for a high intensity workout. Okay, here is a sample of 15 minutes workout where you can go for. Okay, so this is something that you can do at your home. All you need is a mat and running shoes for this workout. You can do it anywhere at home. Okay, so before we move ahead, there are three steps that I would suggest. The first one is do a warm up that includes stretches. It is very important to include stretches in your workout schedule. You need to start with a warm up so that your body realizes that you're going in a workout phase, your muscles are ready, you increase your range of motion for the exercises, and that's when you are ready to go for it. Then comes the workout routine. This is an example of the 15-minute workout that I am giving you. So there are 5 exercises that I would suggest. The first exercise is jumping jacks. The second exercise is squats. The third exercise is high knees. The fourth exercise is lunge and twist. And the fifth exercise is jogging. Okay, so I'm going to go on mat and you can follow along with me for these exercises. I'm going to be doing it for 10 reps of each, and then you can alternate it and increase it according to your fitness level. Okay. So the first exercise that we are going to be going for is jumping jacks. Explaining you the form of jumping jacks. When we go for jumping jacks, it's going to be, as the name suggests, it's going to be a jump exercise. So we are going to go in and out with our legs. This is the movement of our legs. At the same time, we are going to synchronize our hands, where we are going to be down with our hands and it comes up and down, up and down. So doing it together for 2 reps is going to look like 1 and 2. Okay, so that's the first exercise. I'm going to go for 10 reps of it. If you would like to go along with me, you can check out your form and go with me. Okay, so let's start in 3, 2, and 1. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, so that was the first exercise that we went for. Moving forward with the second one that we are going to go for is squat. When we go for a squat, it is majorly a lower body exercise where we use our quads, our hamstring, our glutes. Okay, so when we go for it, we need to focus on having a perfect form. We are going to keep our feet hip width apart. You can keep your hands straight for proper balance. Now, when we go for a squat, you need to remember that you have to replicate how you sit on a chair. We don't want to lean forward because that is not the correct form. We want to go in a perfect position as if we are sitting down on a chair. So I'm going to show you a side profile so that you understand better whatever I was just explaining. Okay, so this is my feet, hip width apart, hands completely straight, and I go down for 1 and back up. Okay, so this is the perfect form of a squat. What I would not suggest you all to do is lean forward with your upper body. So it would look something like this. This is not the right form of the squat where you're going too much in the front. Okay, try and go as straight as you can. It doesn't matter how low you go. It matters how correct your form is. So now I'm going to go for 10 reps. You can follow along with me and let's go together. Okay, let's go in 3, 2, and 1. Down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and the last one, 10. Okay, so that was the first 2 workouts that we went for. The next third one that we are going to go for is high knees. When we go for high knees, it is going to be a high knee exercise where we are going to try and touch our knee right up till our chest as high as possible. Okay, and we got to keep our speed higher when we go for this. Okay, so showing you 2 reps of how it's going to be. You can keep your hands over here and we're going to go for it. I'm going to show you a side profile of 2 reps. Okay, so it looks like 1 and 2. Okay, that's our third exercise. I'm going for 10 reps of the third exercise. You can go along with me. Okay, let's go in 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and the last one, 10. That was our third exercise. Moving forward to our fourth exercise, that is lunge and a twist. This is again a lower body exercising, focusing more on your quads, glutes, and hamstrings. So showing you the form for the third exercise. When we go for a normal lunge, we keep our one leg forward, take a step, and we bend in a 90-degree angle, and we come back. We are going for a twist in this, so we are going to keep our hands straight, and when we go forward for 1, we go down, and we move to the other side and back up. Okay, so that is 1 rep. We are going to go for 10 reps together. Okay, so you can go with me. We are going in 3. I'm showing a side profile. We are going in 3, 2, and 1. And straight, let's go down. 1, back, 2, back, 3, back, 4, back, 5, back, 6, back, 7, back, 8, back, 9, back, and the last one, 10, and has all the form, right? The fifth form that we're going to go for is jogging front and back. Okay, so when we go for normal jogs, okay, we go in such a form, but when we do it in a closed space, we're going to take as less steps as short distance steps and in a faster speed. Okay, so I'm going to take 5 seconds to move forward and 5 seconds to move back, and I'm going to go for 4 reps of these. Okay, let's go in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Going back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Move forward. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Move back. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, so these are the 5 exercises that you can go for if you want to go for a high intensity workout before going for any get together. The way you can go for these exercises are, you can do all 5 exercises for 40 seconds followed by a 20-second rest. The total time that you go for is 5 minutes followed by a 1-minute break, and you can repeat this twice. Okay, so saying it once again, the 5 exercises are: 1, jumping jacks; 2nd is squats; 3rd one is high knees; 4th one is lunge and twist; the 5th one is jogging front and back. 5 exercises for 40 seconds. So you go jumping jacks 40 seconds, then you take a 20-second rest, 40-second squats, 20-second rest, and you keep going for 5 minutes. Then you take a 1-minute break and you repeat this twice, totaling into a workout and a rest in the middle for 15 minutes. Okay, so that is your first point. And then after you finish your exercises, remember to go for a cool down and a few breathing exercises. Because your heart rate is really high when you go for workouts, you need to also use your energy to go into a better state after you finish your workout, so that your body cools down and goes in a natural state. Okay, moving forward, that was the first one that we did, was smart workouts. The second tip that I would give you is rank your snacks. This is something I really insist on. This is something really that has helped me. Okay, so during Diwali, most of us are visiting our relatives or friends, and we get offered a lot of snacks that we get tempted to eat. At such times, remember to rank your snacks. You'd rather prefer eating these small snacks during your family events rather than when you're sitting at home alone during the festival. There are so many times that you get so many holidays, where you're just sitting at home having a meal with your family, your close first family, and when you finish your meal, you're watching some TV and you realize, I feel like eating some sweet. That is when you consciously make a decision and say that no, I am not going to have it now, because I know when I go for a party, that is tonight or tomorrow, I will indulge in sweets, I will indulge in junk food, and that is why I am not going to have it now, so that I save myself for later. This is where you rank your snacking. Rank it and make a priority, because this is the best way to keep a balance without any pressure. Okay. Moving on to the third point, that is smart food choices. This is something that really helped me, and it took me a while to understand why. So I'm going to explain you. Another trick to stay healthy is to know what you're consuming. If you have a choice between fried and non-fried dish, Your conscious decision should be that you have to go for a healthier option. There are reasons why. One, you need to know what you're eating and realize that when this festive season gets over, you are going to go back on your fitness journey. So you want to maintain a healthy phase where you can even go back and have a better performance. And second, when you go for healthier options, they have lesser calories, lesser macronutrients in the wrong categories, which can help you consume better food and more quantity. Okay, so it's quality that also gives you quantity. Rather than strictly cutting down on sweets or junk, wisely have it in lesser quantities so that you can fulfill your cravings, enjoy the festive season, and also be good when you get back to your fitness journey after this festive season ends. Okay, that was the third point. Moving forward to the fourth point, that is mindful drinking. This applies not only to alcohol drinking but also aerated drinks or going for alcohol consumption. This would help you control your intake and not pile on extra calories. As I explained in the start, it is very important to understand that having a proper maintaining balance, you need to remember how many calories you're eating throughout the day. Okay, so it's very important to know when you have sugars, drinks, or packed aerated drinks or alcohol, you increase the sugar intake in your body and that piles up on a lot of extra calories. If your goal is to enjoy the festive season with a maintenance of weight and not increase your weight, you must limit packaged drinks because of the high sugar intake. As you are already consuming limited sweets and junk food, not junk food just other than your normal diet, it is best to avoid excess unnecessary calories coming from alcohol or aerated drinks or packaged drinks. Okay, if alcohol consumption happens, remember to dilute it with water rather than an aerated drink. The last point that I would really emphasize on is strict at home. This is something I have been following from day one. When I started my fitness journey, this is something I have always followed. Remember that the food you eat at home should always be a healthier option because you know what ingredients are going in, what is the oil consumption, what food you're using, so that you have entire control over what goes in your body. When you go outside with your relatives or with your friends or family, when you are offered food, you don't know what is inside. They might be having great food, but you don't know the oil consumption that they use rather than what you use at home. So when you're home, remember to go for healthier options so that you can take control of your fitness journey. Some things that you can shift to smoothly is you can, instead of having white rice, you can go for brown rice. You can have a slow shift rather than cutting brown rice or white rice completely and just starting brown rice. It's very difficult to make such changes. Alternate it, white rice, brown rice, and slowly adapt. Slowly let your mind accept the change that you're giving. Another one that you can use olive oil for cooking. It's really a great option and you should consider taking olive oil. The third option what I would give is rather than going for normal roti, you can go for oats roti, ragi roti. There are so many other variations that you can go which are actually healthier for your body, and because you can control the food that you eat at home, this is something I would really insist for. Okay, and I really hope that you really undertake this at home. You also enter the kitchen yourself and prepare the food and understand what you're eating because it's your body. I really hope that these 5 tips, which helped me, really helps you and turns your excitement towards the festive season and your success in maintaining a healthy lifestyle, just like I finally did. If you have any questions, you can now shoot them in the chat box for the next 5 minutes, and I will take out time to answer your queries and help you with your doubts and help you have a better journey this Diwali. So you can put your comments down in the chat box and I can help you out. Question 1, is there a set time to do these workouts? No, as I mentioned, these workouts are something that you can do at home with a mat, with shoes, wherever you are comfortable and at a time that works according to your schedule. There is no specific time. The plans that you have, somebody else might not have. If you have a plan in the evening, you can have the workout in the morning or any time in the day. It depends on your working hours, but make sure to have a minimum amount of time. Okay, so you should have a workout that goes on for more than 15 minutes is what I would prefer, so that you burn great calories and it really helps you. So you can do it at a time where you are comfortable. Something that I prefer is morning workouts, but when I am busy in the morning, I definitely go for evening workouts. Okay, I'm taking up the next question. In the festive seasons, I end up consuming more carbs and fatty food, like you said. Does it mean I double my workouts? Yes, this is a very important question, and it is something that I really struggled with too. There was a time when I used to think that because I overate the previous night, I really need to go for a workout that really is very intense. But that is something that is a myth in this fitness industry. That is something I would like to share it with you. When you go for a heavier meal the previous night, it doesn't mean that you really need to go for a very intense workout the next day. You need to remember that it's a new day. You need to be more positive and more strong and control your mind that next time when you eat, you will not do it. What has happened the previous night, you need to accept that it is your body, you did it, and you need to take onus of it, not by struggling with the workout next day. Because when you go for an intense workout more than your fitness level, you can strain your muscles and actually end up in a small injury, which is not something you want during the festive season. So rather than going for stricter workouts the next day, sit down, prepare your mind, say, yes, I ate it. I will not do it again. I will be wise. I will go for smarter workouts and I will not do this again. And even if I do it again, I am not going to go for very intense workouts more than my fitness level, because I don't want to end up with a small injury. Okay. Question 3. How important is it to do stretches before doing a workout? As I said, it is very important to do stretches before you go for a workout, because firstly, your body really needs to understand, before you go for a workout, you must be in a phase where you're sitting or you're walking or you're in a sedentary lifestyle. When you go for a workout, your warm up explains your muscles and body that you're starting a workout phase. You need to warm up your body and your muscles so that they're ready. They increase their range of motion, that they can perform better. And also, you should replicate the exercises that you're going to be doing so that your body is ready to adapt to these exercises. If you suddenly go for such workouts intense, your body will not give you 100%. So you really need to focus on warm up, but at the same time, you also should focus on cool down. Question 4. What motivates you to work out daily? For me, I look at fitness not like a something where it's become my career now. It's something that I need throughout the day, which is a mood lifter and also an emergency situation for me. I always consider myself to be prepared in any situation that I come across, and I feel that fitness plays a really important role in being prepared in any situation where I need physical strength. That is why I focus on fitness a lot. I want to be prepared not only to help myself, but also others in a situation where they need help. So that is one thing that really motivates me to be ready for any unforeseen situation. And third, it is a mood, and second, it's a mood lifter for me. I find this to be my stress buster, and this is why I work out. You need to find your reason to work out, and somebody else's reason cannot be your reason. Find your reason. The day you find it, you will not need somebody to motivate you. Your motivation will come from within. So find your reason and then begin to work out. Next question. I'll wait for another 2 minutes and then we can go ahead. Okay, there is one more question. Another question. I always lose track of workouts. If I skip one day, I just skip the next week. How to overcome this? As I said in the previous question, that your motivation is what is your driving factor. For this also, I would put it very simply. The day you find your motivation, that is the day you would love to work out and you would not need somebody else. So even if you miss one day, your brain and your motivation would tell you that it's okay, you can go for it once again. One day doesn't define your strength, and one day doesn't define how weak you are. This is something that I believe, and this is something that many coaches have told me, that one day doesn't define you. If you miss one day, you can prove yourself even the next day. By giving up one more week, that also plays an important role. Where is your motivation? So remember, one day doesn't define you. You can get back, and you should get back. Okay, so I think that was the last of the question. If you all have anything else, you all can please put it in the chat box, and I will go through it and I will answer it. And I really hope that you enjoyed today's live session. If you have anything, as I said, please put it in the chat box. Thank you so much for joining, and I hope I answered all of your queries and this helps you with the Diwali festival that's coming up, just the way it has helped me. Thank you so much for joining, and it was lovely seeing all of you all. Thank you so much, everybody.